about their finances. We're here to guide you through the next steps to restart your life with easy video appointments. New clients don't have to leave home to get information about becoming debt-free. Also, convenient in-office appointments are available at the low cost of $340 upfront for a Chapter 13. You can be on your way to being debt-free. Contact Mitchell, Cunningham, and Bowling today or visit our website at mcdebtfree.com. We are here to help you.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Well, good morning and happy Monday to all. Welcome back to another Mississippi Live kind of showing this morning. I'm meteorologist Caleb Edelblut, and I know this is not your usual face you'd see bright and early this morning. Maggie is taking a much-needed vacation, so I'm here to fill in for the mornings for her. So usually I'm the guy that you'll see over the weekends, but I'm excited to spend my mornings with you guys this week. So let's take a look at your headlines for everything you need to know as you get ready to walk out of the door. The wind not really helping us. That's going to be a major factor in the forecast today. We are going to continue to talk about that southerly wind blowing across North Mississippi. That's what's making us feel kind of just awful outside with these above average temperatures. We need to push to Wednesday. That's because when we make it to Wednesday, we'll start talking about those rain chances really starting to cool us off. We'll get through those storm chances Tuesday and start enduring and enjoying cooler temperatures for the rest of the work week. And then once we make it towards Wednesday and on, those rain chances, they're in the forecast for quite a while, pretty much throughout the rest of the work week ahead and even going into next weekend as well. So a lot to unpack and cover here as we start off our Monday morning. Let's start off taking some live looks all across North Mississippi. This is out there in Caledonia, 68 degrees. Feels like 68, and we're still seeing that southeast wind blowing across your city around 7 miles per hour. So a beautiful shot right there of all the clouds, kind of partly cloudy conditions already ongoing across our region this morning. Out here in Boonville, same look with those partly cloudy skies. This time a little bit warmer, 73 degrees, feels like 73, and still having that wind blow in around 7 miles per hour. And out here in Crenshaw, a little bit warmer as well, mid-70s, 75. Feels like 75. Thankfully, those temperature and feels like values matching up early this morning. Not quite going to be the story throughout the rest of the day ahead, unfortunately. But out here in Shelby, 75 degrees as well. Feels like 75 and still kind of pretty breezy out there, 12 miles per hour as you walk out of the door this morning. Now take a look at the first 12. We're starting off pretty dry. Those rain chances really continue to struggle throughout the day ahead. Low 70s as you're walking out the door, especially by 8 o'clock with those partly cloudy skies above. That's going to continue all day long as we quickly already are back into the mid 80s by 2 o'clock later on today and upper 80s later on this afternoon and into the evening hours. And that's where we could expect some rain chances. They'll become a little bit more prominent, believe it or not, around that 9-10 o'clock time frame, as we could see a little heavier shower kind of move into the Hollandale southern portions of the Delta region around 10 o'clock. But other than that, those rain chances, they pretty much just struggle all throughout North Mississippi. Not too much to talk about. And we can already see that ongoing here in North Mississippi. Dry conditions as you're walking out the door. So I know it's Monday morning, but at least it's not a soggy start to the work week. So it's a beautiful start, but thankfully we're going to be talking about those rain chances a lot here in the future. Just got to wait a little bit longer until we can do so. So still dry here in North Mississippi. What eyes continue to be on is actually this line of storms that's further up north, at least towards the higher plains. This is around earlier this morning, just a loop of kind of those current storms ongoing, getting closer towards the St. Louis region. That'll occur later on mid-morning towards lunchtime. But for us here in North Mississippi, we're talking about heavier cloud cover further out west you go. A little bit more of a clearing taking place kind of along Highway 45, closer towards the Golden Triangle region. But still a beautiful start to the work week here in Mississippi. And we're waiting for this frontal system to get closer and closer to us to bring those much needed rain chances to help cool us off later on this work week. Now, Futurecast still showcasing that line of storms further up north around the 8 o'clock time frame. A little bit heavier cloud cover further west you go here in North Mississippi. As we take a look throughout the rest of the day, we're not quite talking about those rain chances. Those continue to stay further up north as they are undergoing kind of an intense severe weather day today. So thankfully nothing that we have to talk about here in North Mississippi. Those storms continue to move on through. For us here in our viewing area, we continue to stay dry, still keeping that cloud cover very minimal further east you go within our viewing area, but still partly cloudy skies for the most part across North Mississippi. But I was talking about those rain showers later on this evening. few of those start to get a little bit heavier and get closer towards that Greenville-Hollandale region, and this is around 11 o'clock, and this is actually our model that refreshes hour by hour. So you're getting the latest look right now, showcasing kind of some light showers just all across the southern portions of the Delta. That's already better than what I was showing off during the 6:30 broadcast. So the chance for a few light showers or sprinkles, it's still on the table today, but it'll be later on tonight and kind of when we're winding down for bed, getting ready for our Tuesday, when we can really expect and kind of start to enjoy it later on tonight. Now, taking a look, we're going to be kind of discussing those rain chances later on throughout this broadcast, kind of coming up in the next 60 seconds, we take a look at those rain chances, but also those toasty temperatures that we're just going to have to endure today, even endure into tomorrow, but also discussing those rain chances on how long they'll last and kind of when they'll cool us off. All that's coming up right after this break.
At Vibe Aesthetics and Wellness, we believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
It's by design we call ourselves Traceway Retirement Community, because community is what you have here. We all need it, deserve it, embrace it, where our community becomes your family. Traceway Retirement Community.
We can see the lowering. We're going to have a good shot at that as it approaches the Rienzi area. Tornado warning now issued. We'll do a push alert behind the scenes for folks here up here in Alcorn County. Rotation on this thunderstorm increasing to the point back into Tippah County as well, where the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for your locations.
Well, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather this morning. Let's take a fantastic shot out here in Starkville. This is looking across Mississippi State's campus. I know a lot of the residents out there in Starkville are enjoying kind of just those emptier city streets kind of ongoing with those college students pretty much out of school for the break. I'm one of them. I recently graduated, so very excited to start spending my summer with you guys and spending more time. So very excited to hang out with you guys and kind of be done with college and giving all my effort to you guys here at Mississippi Live Weather. But 70 degrees out there, feels like 61, so definitely cooler, and enjoy the next hour down there in the Golden Triangle region. That'll probably feel the best before we start talking about those toasty conditions later on this afternoon. Now out here in Cleveland, 75 degrees. You can tell how breezy it is with that camera starting to shake, that flag kind of waving in the wind. That wind reading around 16 miles per hour coming out of the southeast as well. So a little bit toasty as you are, or kind of windy as you start off the day. And still technically a little bit toasty, already in the mid 70s because we're around 7:07 and we're already in the mid 70s. So definitely going to be a toasty afternoon in store. Our day planner already kind of showcasing that. We're starting off in the mid 70s by 9 o'clock. Cleveland, for you guys out there, y'all are already there. Upper 70s by 10, low 80s by 11. And those temperatures, they're just going to continue rising into the afternoon hours, going to pretty much be in the upper 80s yet again. But those temperatures right now all across North Mississippi, all of us are almost within the 70s. A few stragglers, 67 out there in Vernon, 66 in Hamilton. It looks like Columbus just went up to 69, so almost there into the low 70s, but pretty much just a warm and mild start to the work week ongoing right now. Now take a look at those airport delays. Not much to note as everything is looking good to go within our region, and that continues to be the story all across the country as well. So not talking about any delays, and I know we're getting closer towards those summertime months. Just kind of wanted to pop that up for you guys in case any friends or family are traveling. I know my sister was just doing a few flights for a friend's wedding, and she got back safe and sound. So still no airport delays ongoing at this time. Just wanted to give you guys the very latest as people continue to travel during these busy months ahead. Now, take a look at your school day planner as the kids are still in school, at least the younger ones. No college is out, but low 70s by drop-off, low 80s by lunchtime, and then already in the upper 80s by the last bell. So I know they're just itching to get out of school pretty much today, but for summer coming up within the next few weeks. But going to be a toasty afternoon by the time they get out, and definitely going to want to jump in the pool and just kind of hang out with friends with how warm and kind of nice it'll be later on this afternoon because we're staying dry. Now, Futurecast is going to show exactly that. A dry start to our Monday. That cloud cover a little bit heavier out there the further west, but we keep talking about this southerly motion, and that's what's making us feel just really toasty and above average as we go about our day. Those rain chances, they continue to struggle. Even by lunchtime and 12 o'clock, we're still talking about those partly cloudy skies and dry conditions all across our region, but the sprinkles and kind of late showers not quite off the table just yet. They stick further west across the Mississippi River, so if we were to see any rain chances, it'll be out there pretty much just along the Mississippi River. Furthest out west you can go within our viewing area, not quite talking about any rain chances along Highway 45 or the further east you go within our viewing area either. But later on tonight, we're starting to talk about some of those heavier showers continuing to move closer and closer towards our viewing area. Still picking up that heavy shower just outside of Hollandale around 10 o'clock, but still just kind of a rain band of just some light showers and sprinkles affecting you guys out there in the Delta. That's at 10 o'clock later on tonight. Still not quite going to affect everybody. We'll have to wait until Tuesday before we can really talk about that. Now take a look at your temperature setup. This is why I keep emphasizing those southerly winds and that wind not quite helping us as we go about our day. We're kind of in this ridging pattern, at least over here in the southeast. That's allowing us to experience these just warm, sticky, humid, and above average temperatures. That's continued to be the theme pretty much the past few days, warming us up. But thankfully, we're kind of seeing that dip start to get closer and closer towards us, bringing that cold front. That will help cool us off around hump day, pretty much midweek, and on until the rest of the week into the weekend. Now take a look at your high temperatures, still very toasty, upper 80s all across North Mississippi. A few of us reaching that 90-degree mark, and quite a few more of us actually feeling like we're in the low 90s. So definitely starting to feel that summertime heat start to kick in here to North Mississippi. But also I know we want to soak this up because I know by the time June, July, August rolls around, we'll be wishing for temperatures like this. So definitely going to be warm and toasty, but definitely want to keep it in perspective as well. With that, had to put in the ice cream planner for you guys, especially with it being a toasty day. You need a sweet treat to get through your Monday, maybe take a break from work or just to get a sweet treat out once you get out of school. Mid 80s by 1 o'clock, upper 80s by 4, and then still kind of within the mid 80s by that 7 o'clock time frame as well. So still going to be a beautiful day, just a bit toasty, so just be ready for that. I know we'll be rooting for those rain chances heading into your Tuesday. Now, unfortunately, we are going to start talking about that severe weather risk with your rain chances Tuesday. That's because we are expecting maybe just a few stronger storms. The good news is not all of us here in North Mississippi are under that threat. In fact, only half of us are primarily in that level 1 threat, so the very lowest we can be. Level 2 is starting to clip up there towards Tunica, South Haven, DeSoto County. So still, and that, one of the things that Matt likes to talk about a lot, that's the number of reports. So that confidence with the severe weather, kind of just showcasing very low confidence with this setup, kind of ongoing, getting closer and closer towards North Mississippi. We could still see kind of those just random sporadic reports of maybe a gust of wind knocking a tree, kind of causing some power outages, maybe some hail as well. We're not really talking about tornadoes with this setup at this moment quite yet. Hoping to keep it that way, but wanting to keep you guys updated as we get closer towards our Tuesday tomorrow. And of course, we'll be tracking those rain chances hour by hour. Let's take a look at that here on Futurecast. We're starting off around 6 o'clock, so it's still going to be a dry start to your Tuesday morning tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow morning, making sure you're ready to walk out the door and when you can expect those rain chances. But by 6 o'clock, still staying dry as you start off the day tomorrow. And as we continue towards 8:30 as well, still talking about those dry conditions, much cloudier as well with those mostly cloudy conditions pretty much all across our viewing area. And we can go all the way towards the lunchtime as well. We're not quite talking about those rain chances just yet. So it's kind of like today to where you can go through your entire Monday pretty much rain-free. You stay dry. Same thing applies for Tuesday tomorrow. Maybe a stray shower or sprinkle around 12:30 tomorrow, closer towards Holly Springs, DeSoto County, right across the state line into Tennessee. But for the most part, we continue to stay dry by lunchtime. It's later on in the afternoon, evening hours where we're going to start to see some of that rainfall, much needed, but a little bit stronger, start to make its way into North Mississippi. So by 4 o'clock, it's pretty much right on the doorsteps, right across the Mississippi River, just west of Mississippi. Starting to see some heavier showers pretty much on the county line of DeSoto County. but not quite affecting us just yet by that 4 o'clock time frame. Once we make it to dinner time around 5 to 6 o'clock, we start to see some of these heavy showers move closer and closer into our viewing area. Even by 6 o'clock, starting to see some of that affect those out there in Lafayette County, Water Valley, Grenada County, even towards Sardis, Clarksdale, West Helena, starting to see some of those heavier showers by dinner time. That's at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. As we continue just kind of going through this hour by hour, just seeing that heavy line of showers and potential some storms move on through. By 7 o'clock, still heavier shower out there towards Shelby, Clarksdale, into the middle portions of the Delta, and that will continue to be the theme as this just kind of slowly enters North Mississippi. By 8 o'clock, a little heavier shower out there towards Oxford, right across the state line towards Bolivar, but we're still seeing that heaviest portion continue to stay just west of the Mississippi River by that 8 o'clock time frame tomorrow night. Now we're going to continue going hour by hour, even by 9 o'clock, still seeing some heavier showers up there towards Marshall, Benton, Tippah County, even in towards Union, getting closer towards New Albany. Still heavy showers out there in the Delta. I know you guys kind of need it the most just with how dry we continue to be. Those heavy kind of line of showers and storms starting to move across the Mississippi River by that 9 o'clock time frame tomorrow. Even by 10 o'clock, we're kind of seeing exactly what's causing this. You saw some of that blue arrow start to pop up just a little bit. That's that cold front getting closer to North Mississippi, bringing these heavier, intense showers, but also cooler temperatures with it as well. So still seeing that line of storms and showers moving through North Mississippi for Grenada, Water Valley, Oxford, Holly Springs, Tippah, Benton, Alcorn, Prentiss County by 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Still some heavy showers out there in southern portions of the Delta. That's around Greenville, towards Cleveland and just northwest of Chula at 10. Even by 11 o'clock, still talking about those heavy showers continuing to move through North Mississippi, providing some heavy rainfall, hefty wind gusts, the potential for some hail as well, and definitely probably some light shows as well, just with how energetic these storms can be. So kind of similar to our Mother's Day setup, to where it's not really a slam dunk forecast. Any of those severe thunderstorm warnings we talked about were wind or hail driven, and we weren't really talking about tornadoes, so hoping it stays that way. But by 11 o'clock, still seeing that line of storm continue to move through North Mississippi. By midnight, kind of covering pretty much almost all of our viewing area here, just showcasing that kind of increased coverage, widespread chances of rainfall, and that will continue overnight into your early Wednesday mornings as well. So much needed. Could bring somewhat of that severe weather aspect too, so that's why we want to keep you guys updated on the very latest, and wanted to give you guys kind of the latest model run as well. Again, that's our HRRR model refreshes, but that's that 6Z runtime that occurred earlier this morning that takes us all the way up until Wednesday. So wanted to give you guys the very latest. Of course, our chief meteorologist Matt Laubon and meteorologist Gabe Maynard, they'll be back this evening at 5, 6, 9, and 10, covering these storm chances tomorrow and giving you the very latest as you get ready for your Tuesday. But we're expecting kind of some storm chances later on tomorrow night, overnight into your Wednesday as well. Now, it'll still be toasty just due to these rain chances taking forever to make their way here to North Mississippi. Not quite going to help us out throughout the daytime, which is definitely a good thing because we don't really want that daytime heating or fuel associated with these storms. It kind of helps them become more severe. So definitely a positive that we're seeing it occur later on tomorrow evening. So on the flip side of that, still going to be a toasty day, but I think we'd rather experience just one more toasty day instead of just heightened risks for that severe weather. We're also going to feel slightly warmer than what those temperatures are actually reading outdoors. So just got to push through today, push through tomorrow. Once we make it to Wednesday, we're talking about just soggy conditions, but much cooler as well. So definitely a positive. We can see that here on our 7-day forecast. Again, not quite talking about those rain chances throughout our Monday ahead because we're only talking about a few stray showers and sprinkles later on tonight around 10 o'clock. So you can pretty much go throughout the day, pretty much rain-free. Upper 80s as your highs, warming up towards the low 90s tomorrow. But still, talk about those storm chances, increased coverage around 40%. That will continue overnight into your Wednesday morning hours as we're still talking about some storms kind of throughout those early morning hours. And once the rain starts, it kind of just sticks with us for the rest of the work week ahead. We're talking about soggy conditions, just a soggy week. So make sure to continue to stay updated with us here at Mississippi Live Weather. Well, we'll keep you informed on those rain chances, also about that eventual cool down. 84 Wednesday, 82 Thursday, and kind of sticking around that kind of degree threshold later on throughout the rest of the work week. So we'll make sure to keep you guys updated. We'll be live later on today at 7:30 to give you guys the latest look at some of those rain chances and those temperatures as you continue to walk out of the door and get started. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, our chief meteorologist Laubon and our meteorologist Gabe Maynard will be back this evening at 5, 6, 9, and 10. But I hope all of y'all have a fantastic Monday, and I'll see y'all soon.
Big hailstorm, send in your picture to the Mississippi Live Weather app. And if it's big enough, a $100 Walmart gift card could be yours from True Shield Roofing.
Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.